I'd like to welcome everyone to the Angel Powwow community for angel investors. Thank you for joining, and I wanted to give you a brief tour of the platform to make your visit here a useful one. So I'd like to start off with showing you the home. Actually, I'm going to call this the main page. It's the page you go when you just go to angelpowwow.com. This page is really just a little bit of an information page, and you can see that I'm currently logged out. One way to tell if you're logged out is there's not going to be any menu bar, there will not be any sidebars, and there will not be a footer, right? So if you notice, even if you go to what I call the home page, which is the main page once you log in as a member, you'll see that there's just these two sidebars which show very limited information, a login screen, no menu, no footer, and an oops, you need to either register or log in alert. So let's go ahead and log in. If you log in here, you'll notice, wherever you log in, actually, you're going to notice you're brought to the home page. But now you'll notice that instead of the oops, we actually have content here. Both of the sidebars here are fully populated, and we have a footer and the menu. So if I go back to the main page, you'll see it now has a menu, and it now has a footer. And where the login was, it now says enter the community logout and shows you how many notifications you have. So that's one way to tell. And if you click enter community, you're just going to go to the home page that I showed you previously. So now that you know how to log in, what you'll see when you're logged in versus when you're not logged in, I wanted to show you where you can find everything. The whole point of the Angel Powwow community is to allow members to communicate with each other in real time without moderation, or at least not waiting for moderation, right? I will still moderate if someone breaks the rules or posts something that's inappropriate. I will go in and change it or remove it, but I will not stop it from being posted while it waits for my approval. That is the main problem I found with other sites, is it can take hours or days before someone's question even makes it to the public because it's waiting for moderation. So I wanted to cut through that and allow posts immediately and, moderation after the fact. That said, there's a lot of information you can find here and a lot of ways to share information. The primary method for sharing deal information and general opinion on deals is going to be the forums. So that's the first thing you'll probably want to hit when you get here. The forums are broken into 5 different main forums. You have general, which will have general questions like, hey, what platforms do you invest in? And it'll have your rules of engagement, how to post, or what the rules of the forums are. Opportunities for everyone are just that. They are opportunities for non-accredited investors. And of course, non-accredited investor opportunities are available for accredited investors as well. So it's an opportunity for everyone. Opportunities for accredited investors are those opportunities that are only available to accredited investors, right? You need to make X amount of money or have so much worth in order to invest in these companies. And those typically will have a much higher minimum investment price. Then we have local chapters. This is where people can share, hey, I'm in Sacramento, California. Anybody else in the area want to meet up, go to coffee, yada, 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 have an in-person event. And then community groups. Community groups are actually forums that are created when you create a group in the Angel Powwow community. And I will be happy to explain that a little bit more. But basically, anytime you create a group in the community, it's really just a forum, and it'll get put under the community groups forum. So let me go ahead and show you the opportunities for everyone forum. In every forum, the rules and the how to use topics will be pinned to the top. This way, anybody, regardless of what forum you're in, you can easily access the rules and disclaimers and see how to use the forums without having to go hunt down this information. That said, I'll go ahead and share Cannabis Scope, one that I posted earlier. I'd like anybody, by the way, any member can create a topic, but when you create a topic, I'm hoping that we can have a standard so people can quickly determine if it's something for them or find the information they're looking for at a glance rather than trying to hunt it down. So in that respect, I'd like it if we could figure out a best way, and I've started, because this is a brand new site, so not everyone's done this yet, I started by saying what platform the opportunity is on, a direct link to the opportunity on that platform, and then a brief description, which usually I just copy right from their about or somewhere on that platform telling about the opportunity. That's the first topic post. Then once that's there, I make another one as to why I like it or why I invested in it or what I don't like about it. And that way, the first post is always just the basic information, and additional posts are the insights and opinions and whatnot. But that's my goal. Again, this is open to the community, so there's some flexibility in that, but I'm hoping that we can work on a standard just to make it easier for everyone in the community. The next way of communicating that I wanted to talk to you about is the community groups. Now, right now, there isn't any, or there aren't any, I should say. So if you go to groups, you're going to see, sorry, no groups were found. But any member can create a group. If you want to create a group for any real topic that other members can join or be invited to, this is where you would go. And remember, when you create a group, it's just another forum, but it'll be filed under community groups. So you could say, hey, the Sacramento Coffee Drinkers of America, Angel Investing, whatever you want to call it, right? Or if you build a local chapter that people can join, you can make a group for it, and then you guys can share information back and forth. Like, hey, the next meeting's at 4 on Broadway on Monday, or whatever, right? So I wanted to make it super easy for you to build community groups and build your network and your personal community. So that's the second way of communicating. So we have the forums, we have the groups, which are really fancy forums, and then we also have public and private messaging. So now, if you go to any of the members here, this is me, so I can't show you because I can't message myself. So I'll go to John Powwow share. Immediately, you're taken to his home profile. You can add him as a friend. You can send him a public message, and what that does is it's a message that goes directly to him. It alerts him. He's like, hey, great, I can respond to it. But it's public, meaning if someone comes and looks at his profile and clicks on messages, they're going to be able to read what you guys are saying back and forth to each other. The other option is a private message. Functions the same way, but people can't read what you're saying back and forth. So if you have an interesting topic that you think John might like and you send him a public message, then other people that you may or may not have known that might like it, great, they can see that. But if it's a private message like, hey, John, we're throwing a surprise party for Mary, or whatever it might be, then you want to use a private message where other people can't see it when they click on messages. So that's another way of communicating, direct member-to-member communication. The next one, and one that I actually find quite interesting, is the live chat. So once this site has more active members on it, you're going to see a lot of chat happening in this panel over here, the sidebar thing. Sidebar is what I was thinking. So as you can see, I'm the only guy talking right now. So hello and test chat, but everyone will be able to see this when they're logged in. And they can communicate just by typing in hello there or whatever and hitting enter, right? And as you can see, my color now is blue. I wanted to show you that you can change your name color. You can just choose a color, right? So if I change yellow, I just changed my name color. Of course, that doesn't show up at all. That was a bad choice on my part. Let's try this. Let's do green. Okay. Oh, you know what? The reason it's not showing up is because it hasn't timed out. There's a delay, not a delay. There's a window, if you will, of how long before it says who posted the thing again. So if I'm the only one that's posted 3 times in a row in a short period of time, then it's not going to show my name again. But if Mary pops in there in the middle and then I type, it'll show Mary and then Scott again. Another nice feature is you can send emojis. I'll just do a thumbs up. And then you can also send photos or attachments. Now, I don't see, maybe a photo. I don't know about attachments in live chat. I can see that on the one-to-one chats maybe, but you do have that ability. You can also click on your little image there and you can change your availability. I'm idle, I'm busy, I'm offline. You can mute sounds. You can enable or disable notifications. I am unsure if you get an app dashboard. I'm the admin, so I get the app dashboard, but I don't know if you'll get that or not. So that is the live chat channel. But what I really like is if you go to the widget, you can live chat individual users. So John Brooks, he logged in 23 hours ago. I'm sure it's showing him online because he never logged out, but I could click on him and then send him a personal live chat message. So only he's going to see it. It's instantaneous, assuming he's actually online. Otherwise, he'll get it when he next logs in. But you can do a one-on-one live chat. It's kind of like private messaging, but just a live chat instead of more of an email type situation. Well, there's actually a couple neat features. So if you click on settings, you can clear your conversation, attach a file, so you can send only John a file. You can start a video chat with John, so that's kind of cool. What'll happen is it'll create a link. You both click on that link, and then you've got video chat, assuming you have a camera and microphone on your device, and you guys can actually have a live one-on-one chat. You can also block him, so if John's just being obnoxious or you don't like him for some reason, you can block him from live chatting you. Now, if you want to do video chat, yeah, you can go to the settings, but that's just an extra click when you can just click on this little video icon here and start the video chat directly. A side feature that I really like about this is the open in a new tab. So right now you can see these are kind of annoying. They're over my screen, not a big deal, but if I click on this, it opens another window or another tab. But what I really like about it, not so much that I can talk to John in this window, but now I can go back and I have a separate tab just for the live chat, right? So I can go do my Angel Powwow stuff in the one tab and come back and interact with chat all I want. So that's one neat little feature. I just wanted to share that with you real quick. I'm going to go ahead and close this and say leave. And I'll close this. And I'll close this. So that's live chat. So now you have the forums, the groups, public and private messaging, live chat, and video. It's a lot of ways to communicate with other members of the community. Now, as I've already said, forums are your #1 spot for going and talking about actual opportunities and startup investing, right? Angel opportunities. But this site is also about education and sharing new platforms, new solutions, other things. So we also have a blog role. Right now, these are all placeholder. That's why they all show me with a fish. But these are my intended titles right now. Can I make money? How risky is it? Blah, blah, blah. What are the important term deals? What do they mean? But you'll see a lot of stuff happening in here. Now, it's only going to show the first 6, I think. But if you want to see everything, you just come to the blog menu and click on blog. And that will show you every post that I will or have done, right? So as you can see, they're all the same, but there's all my posts, right? That said, I'm also organizing them by category. Right now, all the ones I have in here are listed as education. So if you click on general or reviews, you're going to get nothing found. But if you click on education, you're going to see that all my posts are of the educational type. So you'll get those. So you have a way of seeing everything or certain types of posts. Another thing is, let's see here. If I go in here, so we have all of that. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything on the site here. So, and one thing I did want to point out is if it's community related, it's going to be in the left-hand column here. If it's forum or discussion related, it's going to be in the right-hand column. And what I've done is, because as you can see, this is kind of skinny and not great on real estate, if you go to blog, both sidebars are removed. So if you look at the blogs, you don't get the live chat, you don't get the member stuff, it's just the blogs. If you go to the community, you only get the left-hand sidebar. So now you get everything that's community related, you know, your login information, your notifications, member information, group activity, recent community activity, right? And the various things there. If you go to forums, you only get the right hand. So you get the forums, the live chat. I did put the login widget on this side because it disappears if I take out the left-hand column. But then, you know, all the forum related information. So I tried to make it where the sidebars were relevant to the pages you're viewing. So if you go to About or if you go to Account, you're not going to see sidebars because, well, that's not true. If you go to Account, you're going to see your member sidebar because that's member related. So I wanted to make sure that it flowed right and showed the right information for the right item you're displaying. So that's really it. You've got your forums, your groups, your public and private messaging, your live chat and video, the blog, and the basic general information. Anything you need can be accessed at some point through the menu system. That said, I want to let you know where you can find certain things. So let's go back to the home page. If you want to see activity of a specific individual, you can either go to members here on the left and click on their name, or you can go to community and members and click on their name, right? So if I go to John, or clicked over here on John, first thing it's going to do is take me to his home profile, where he'll have add friend, public message, private message. That is cool because when you add a friend, now you can view activity for just your friends, or by adding friends, other people who view your profile can then look at who your friends are. So if someone has like-minded hobbies and interests as you do, and they see you have 5 friends that kind of jive with that, they can then add those friends and they can build a bigger network. So the friending feature is pretty cool. That said, where was I going with this? Oh, I wanted to talk about activity. So now you can click on activity, and actually, this is a bad example because John hasn't done anything yet. So let me go back to friend or members, and we'll look at me. I could have just clicked here actually. And then we'll look at activity. So you can go to an individual member and look at their activity. So if you think someone's contributing a lot and you want to just follow them and see only what they're doing, you can go over here to activity, and you'll see everything they've done, from creating blog posts to starting topics to commenting on a topic and everything in between. So you can see all the activity of that particular member, which is actually really nice if you are following someone or even admired someone, or say, hey, I'm kind of liking what they're doing, so I'm going to kind of follow them. You can check their activity. So an easy way to do that is make them a friend, then click on them and check their activity. You don't have to make them a friend, but by making them a friend, it helps you sort through the members later, right? So instead of, if we have 300 members, it's a lot easier than sorting through all of them in that list if they're your friend. You just go and look at your friends and then click on it and look at their activity. So that's one way of sorting it out. Another thing to do is, like I said, you could see messages, right? So if you public message someone and someone looks at their profile, you can see their messages here. If it was private, you would not. Let's see here. You can check out their friends. So if you have a friend, check out their friends. You can see what groups they're a member of. You can even check out their forum activity. So this is a neat way of checking out their forum activity. So you have activity, which shows you everything, and you have the forum activities, which only shows you their activities within forums, right? So as you can see, I've done a few. And there's actually another page. No, yeah, the 2 rules I created. So that's one way of kind of checking out other members and doing things that way. Now that we've gotten all that set up, so like I said, you can go to the community and you can look at their activity. This will just show you everyone in the community's activity. You can go to groups, which just shows you all the groups, or you can go to members and click on individual members and check them out, or you can find them if they're here. But this will only show a limited in the left-hand column here. So the way to see everyone is to actually go to the full members section. But you can say newest members, active members, popular members. Ooh, I'm popular, but I have 0 friends. So you can go from there, right? So there's a lot of ways of finding people, interacting with them, and that was my goal, was to not limit you in how you can interact with other angel investors. So now, I mean, short of in-person meetings, which I can't provide online other than through that video chat, you've got forums, you've got groups, you've got messaging, you have chat. So, and you have basically a social network group and friends system to build however you see fit. Now that you see the intent and capabilities of the site, let's talk about how to make it so you, I don't want to say are attractive to others, but you provide information that's of benefit to others. That's managing your account. So if you're in the member section and you've clicked on yourself, you can simply go to profile and edit your profile. So you can edit your name, you can give a little bio about yourself so people know more about you. And I really do recommend you list, your occupation, something about yourself, your hobbies. Like I like to sail. If I can connect with another angel investor who likes to sail, great, because now we can go sailing in the Bahamas together, but we also have something in common that helps build a stronger relationship, right? So I'm into sailing, I'm into drones, I'm into eventually getting my private pilot's license. It's either time or money, but I don't have both at the same time, and on and on. So the more information you share, the more likely it is you're going to build those relationships, at least initially, based on what people read and say, oh, hey, we have something in common. Great. Let me friend him or reach out to him and say hello. The next thing is your angel investing skill level. And the reason I put this in here is, let's say you're following someone, or let's say you think, oh, they have a great idea or opinion. That's great and wonderful and everything, but, and this is self-assessed, so take it with a grain of salt, how much do they really know about angel investing, right? Are they a novice? Are they intermediate? Are they a professional? By providing the skill level, you're kind of setting an expectation or almost a grade of your angel investing skill set, right? So if you say you're a professional, I'm probably going to give a little bit more weight to what you might be saying than if you say, hey, I'm just starting. That's not to say that people just starting don't have valid insights or valid points, but it's just a way of adding a weight system to what you're reading. So please be honest with your assessment level, your angel investing skill level. And you can always come back and modify this, a year down the road when you think you've grown or whatever. But try to provide a little bit of information about yourself and your angel investing skill level, because this just helps the community in general. Now that I've said all that, make sure you click Save Changes, because if you go in here and do all this and you don't save your changes, you might as well not have done it. I also wanted to let you know that you can access it directly by going to Account and Update Profile. So either going to your little profile on the left here and clicking on Profile, or going to Account, Update Profile will bring you to this screen. Your profile photo, that's this little square here. Please provide something. If it's your car, even your dog, it's a lot better than just a gray little square. The cover image, which I haven't even done myself, that's this gray box back here. It can pretty much be anything. If you're a collector of bikes, great, put a picture of that up. If you like some serene image of a waterfall or stream or whatever it might be, put that up. It's just going to look better than a gray box. That said, I'll have to get to that because I haven't done it myself. That in itself is one way to help make the community better. The more people know about each other and the more connections and similarities we have, the better off people are going to be when they're like interacting with other individuals. So the next thing is actually more of personalizing this site for your needs, and that's by going to settings. So once you've clicked on your membership here, your member, and you go to settings, you have more options available. You can also access it under Account, Update Settings. But if you come here, you can change your email, you can change your password. Again, don't forget to save changes. If you click on email, these are actually the email alerts you get from the system. So anytime there's activity from a member, if they invite you to something or message you or whatever it might be, you can receive an email alert for that particular activity. You can come in here and turn those on and off as you see fit. So if you think you're getting way too many alerts, or you don't want an alert when someone invites you to a group, great, come in here, turn it off, click Save Changes, and you won't get that anymore. One of the biggest problems with platforms is they just flood you with emails to the point where you just start ignoring them or sending them to the trash. And you risk the chance of missing something important because you just get so many of them you don't care anymore. So here's a great way of coming in and changing the email notification settings so that the experience is palatable, is a good one. So please come in here and make whatever changes you want. I have everything on right now, but I'm sure I'll change that as the site grows. If you click on Profile Visibility, Then you can come in here and change what people see when they look at your profile. Like I said, it's great if you share everything, but if for some reason you don't want to share, for example, you do have to share your name. The name's always there, so you can't change that. But if you don't want to share your bio, or if you only want to share it to yourself or only your friends, but without your bio, unless you're engaging with other people, I don't know if they're just going to seek you out. They don't know anything about you. Then you can make those changes here. Because the way that I've set the site up is you're a member or you have access to nothing, everyone and all members is basically the same thing. Because if anybody can see your profile, they're already a member. So either of those will be the same. Only me means you're only showing your bio to yourself. At that point, I don't know why you typed it out, because you should already know your bio, or you can send it to your friends. And then if you don't want to share your investing skill level, if you're a novice and you're like embarrassed by that, which you shouldn't be, but you can turn it off, right? Or you can, again, only show it to your friends or whatnot. Again, I urge you to share this with everyone, but it is your choice. Once you've made your changes, go ahead and save them, and then you can move on to account. Now, account is managing your account, right? So this will tell you what type of membership you have. If you want to change your membership, you can click here, and any billing or receipts or whatnot at that point. So this is where you can manage your account, and this is directly accessible by under the account account menu, manage membership. That'll take you right to the screen as well. So again, you can go to your profile, you can click on settings, you can click on account and get there, or you can just go to account, manage membership. Group invites. This lets you restrict who can invite you to groups. Again, this is a community all about interaction and sharing information, so I don't know why you'd want to do this, but you can. You can restrict group invites to your friends only. So unless they're a friend of yours, if someone invites you to a group, you won't even get the invite. But what I prefer is to simply reject the invites, right? Or ignore them. If someone creates a group and it's a group that I didn't think of or I might have found interesting, if I have this checked, I'll never even see the invite if they invite me. But if I don't have this checked, I'll at least see the invite, can check it out for myself, and decline it if I choose. But again, if you would prefer to only be invited by your friends, by all means, check this box, click save, and then only your friends that you've friended in the system can invite you to groups. Last but not least is export data. If for some reason you want a list of everything, your group membership requests, your personal settings, your personal information, comments you've made, whatever, you can come in here and make a personal data export. And that will give you everything you need. You also have the option of a data erase. Now this site page here is not working yet. I'm working to get that fixed, but you could come in here, click on the delete account, and remove your account. You have that right, and by all means I will get it up and running. But right now I can't actually show it to you because it's not functioning properly. It's something I am working on, but I did want to show you that it is here. And if you do want to delete it and I still don't have this fixed by the time you want to delete it, just message me. I'll take care of it. I can wipe out accounts as an admin. I'm just trying to get this functionality to work properly before turning it on for everybody. So that's it. I hope I covered everything. I don't remember if I did this or not, so let me go back. Like I said, forums are going to be the bread and butter. This is where we talk about deals. You can subscribe to an actual forum, so every topic that's posted within that forum will send you an alert or alert you to its changes or addition. You can also subscribe to individual topics, right? So if I go to, let's go to opportunities for everyone, go to Cannabis Scope because it's the first one there. So that's the one I'm going to click on. Did I click on it? Let me try that again. There we go. And I can favorite it, which is great because it kind of lists it at the top of, if you come into this forum, it'll be a favorite of yours, so it'll always be up there along with the rules. Or you can subscribe to it to receive alerts every time something happens on this forum. Someone updates something, adds something, whatever it may be, you'll get an alert saying, hey, there's been a change. So that's one way to keep on top of topics and forums that you want to keep on top of. So I hope you found this video interesting or at least helpful. I know it's not a professional video in any way, but I wanted to make this personal, so I wanted it to be me doing it and showing you with my own account. And I hope that you enjoy the Angel Powwow community. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me in any of the message opportunity or methods that are available on the site. You can private message me, public message me, live chat me, email me. It doesn't matter. I check everything. I'm on top of this thing multiple times throughout the day. So please, please, please feel free to reach out at any time. And if you have a question or a suggestion, or even if you say, hey, this layout doesn't work for me, can you add this menu, or can we change the layout a little bit so it works this way? I am open to that type of communication. I want to make this site a site for everyone and really useful for the angel investing community. So again, reach out to me at any time. I will reply as soon as possible, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you very much.